What's up YouTube? Capital G here, giving you guys a first look at the new Ancient Gear support coming out of their structure deck. So this is going to be released in September, so really just a couple of months until people will be playing these cards, and I'm pretty sure that they'll be on YGOpro way before that. In fact, YGOpro has already updated and added some cards today. So anyways, this is cool because this is kind of like a throwback archetype. If my memory serves me correctly, I'm going to say Ancient Gears probably debuted in the Lost Millennium. In fact, it wasn't Ancient Gear Golem the cover card for the Lost Millennium, so I'm gonna say that that would make the most sense. And if you watch Yu-Gi-Oh! V, the anime, you obviously see that there's a lot of people that play it, mainly like the bad guys from the Fusion Dimension and whatnot. Not gonna spoil too much of the show for people who want to watch it or whatever. Maybe you're not caught up. But anyways, we've got, I think it's 3 cards to talk about. Yes, 3 cards to talk about, plus a couple of reprints. And I don't know if this is gonna, I'm pretty sure that this is not gonna make it to the TCG by the end of the year. So probably the earliest we could look for this would be maybe January. But then again, who knows what Konami's gonna do with Pendulum Domination. So this could be pushed back to, you know, like April or something like that. But anyways, their new boss monster, I've already read it. It's pretty good. In fact, it honestly, like, I looked up some of the other Ancient Gears, like Geartown Dragon and Ancient Gear. It puts them kind of to shame, to be honest. Like, you're not probably going to run a lot of those guys anymore. You're going to max out on this. So this is Ancient Gear Reactor Dragon. It's level 9 Earth Machine effect monster. I kind of do wish it was level 8. Because, you know, like Geartown, a lot of those decks used to run a lot of 8s like Beast King, and trading was just really nice to run in the deck. So, you know, Konami, I guess they wanted to take that away, but that's perfectly fine. 3,000 attack, 3,000 defense. I feel like that might be the same stat line as Geartown Dragon. I know Geartown is like, I know he's 3,000 attack, but his defense, I feel like the stats are the same. Effect number 1. If this tribute summon card that was tribute summoned by tributing an Ancient Gear monster attacks the defense position monster, you get piercing damage. Effect number 2, basically the same exact thing, except if you tributed with a gadget monster, this can attack twice during the battle phase. And by the way, Ancient Gears are getting their own monster that has gadget in the name. So, I mean, being able to double attack with a 3,000 beater, it's no joke. Effect number 3, if this card declares an attack until the end of the damage step, your opponent cannot activate effects of monster cards or spell or trap cards. Okay, so here's what's really important. You expected this kind of something like this to be built in. One of the main things and one of like the main benefits of Ancient Gears is all of their big guys basically are like Armadis. But the difference between this and Geartown Dragon is this guy stops monster effects as well. So this card is 100% an Armadis. Yeah, once this guy attacks, it's pretty much done. So they can't really do anything about it. But it's just really nice to be able to run over Burning Abyss and run over, like, you know, any other little small monsters like an Edia, and just know that they won't trigger, assuming those decks are still relevant by the time that this you know, structure deck comes out. And then effect number 4, and this is again what makes this card much better than the old Ancient Gear monsters. At the end of the damage step, when this card attacked, you can target 1 spell or trap on the field and destroy it. So not only is it optional, but it can actually blow up your own Geartown, which can get you even more monsters. So to me, this card is amazing. I think it is a no-brainer 3 of, not only because it can be special summoned from the deck with Geartown, but it's just got really good stats. It's got 4 effects. They're all extremely good. And I don't know, man, being able to attack twice and just being able to pop things and knowing that my opponent can't use monster effects, pretty legitimate. All right, next up is Ancient Gear Gadget. Again, this is why I said that they're getting their own gadget card. So you could tribute this, and obviously you'd be able to get the double attack for our reactant or our reactor dragon up there. It's a level 4. It's an Earth Machine. 500 attack, 2,000 defense. So shout outs to Geartown X. You can definitely search this card with that. And also it probably opens up the ability for this deck to run Geartown X like more consistently. If this card is normal or special summon, you can declare 1 card type, monster, spell, or trap. When your monsters attack this turn until the end of the damage step, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects of the declared type. This is kind of cool because you could even splash this into gadgets, considering now gadgets got like the silver and gold gadgets. You can just special summon anything out of your hand. You could summon this, and then you could just call traps, and your opponent would be locked out of mirror forces or any, you know, like reactive traps. Or you could just call monster effects and just run all their stuff over, and none of it's going to trigger. Effect number 2, once per turn, you can declare the name of a gadget monster. Until the end of this turn, this card's name becomes the same as the declared monster. This seems like an effect that may have more uses as they reveal more cards. Right now, it's kind of hard for me to interpret. Like, I mean, I guess you could call like red gadget, but I mean, why? Why would you do that? I guess, and like I can't think of any reason why you'd want to copy like one of the regular gadgets, the colored gadgets, like the red, green. And I don't know why you'd want to like copy their names or whatever, but I'm thinking that it might work with other cards in the archetype. And then this is a card that I really like. It's called Ancient Gear Catapult. It's a normal spell card. It says you can only use one Ancient Gear Catapult effect per turn and only once that turn. If you control no monsters, you can target one face-up card you control, destroy that card, and get this. And if you do, special summon an Ancient Gear monster from your deck, ignoring the summoning conditions. Hello, this guy, special summon this guy right from the deck. But here's what I really thought about it. I was like, wait, so I have to control no monsters. I have to blow up a card on my side of the field, a face-up card. Can't I just blow up Geartown and get 2 copies of Reactor Dragon? That's 6,000 damage on board. Like, that's what I'm pretty sure they want you to use this with. Like, translation, blow up your own Geartown and get 2 big-ass Ancient Gear monsters and just kill your opponent. You know what I mean? Especially if that would make something like limit or removal, like, super staple in this deck, which it probably already was. But, I mean, come on. You can just summon 2 Ancient Gears from your deck in the same turn. Seems pretty broken. And then effect number 2. You can banish this card and target one face-up card you control. Destroy that card and special summon an Ancient Gear token. It's machine. It's level 1, 0/0. Mainly, I think that you're supposed to destroy Geartown with the second effect, 2 from the graveyard. And it gives you a token that's really not that useful, except you can tribute summon the token. And you guys know if you have Geartown face-up on the field, then all of your big level, your high-level Ancient Gears require 1 less tribute, making it a lot easier to summon like Gadgeton Dragon and, you know, Reactor Dragon and whatnot. So this card seems extremely good too. It's like an easy way to just get 2 big ass Ancient Gears. So these are the 3 cards that we've got so far. I mean, I think this card's pretty good. I think this card's amazing. I think that you probably run both of them. It depends on Ancient Gear gadget. Not quite sold on the guy yet, but we got to see what else is in this structure deck. And then obviously they're reprinting Geartown because it wouldn't make sense not to, and they're reprinting Gadgeton Dragon as well. So let me know what you guys think of this new support. Thank you for watching as always.